Welcome, everybody. This is Carol here, the founder of the Sleep Success Academy. And I love that you're back on my YouTube channel because I love that you are educating yourself on your sleep and you're trying to find a solution to be able to create lasting sleep for yourself. That's what I want to talk about today. How do we create this lasting sleep? Meaning that whatever work I do in order to fix my sleep, whatever solution I come up with, it's not just going to last for a few days and then revert back to my old sleep pattern or sleep habits of not being able to fall asleep quickly and stay asleep. That's what I really want you to understand about me is I don't want to give you those quick fixes. I want to give you a lasting change. So today we're going to talk about how do you actually get that lasting change in your sleep. At the end of this video, I'm going to actually let you know about some free coaching calls that I have coming up for the month of December, leading into January 2025, because I think it's time for us to start reflecting on what we want in 2025 and how can I make the changes to get what it is that I want and what I deserve. Actually, I believe everybody deserves good sleep. So stay tuned to the end when I talk about those free coaching calls. But for now, let's talk about how we create that lasting change. I kind of see that we have to look at three things. So if you think of it like a tripod, I could use a tripod as an example here, where, like on one leg, we look at our emotional well-being, on the other leg, we look at our mindset, and the other leg, we look at our behavior. And all three have to be in balance in order for us to have proper sleep because I can have all the good behaviors that I want. But if my nervous system is totally out of whack and I haven't dealt with the stress of the day, when I go to bed at night, that's actually going to wake me up. And I don't want that for you. I want you to actually create the change that you can in order to then regulate your nervous system and be able to fall asleep quickly and stay asleep all night. So I'd like to give you three tips on what I know works in order to create this lasting change. The first thing is actually bring in emotional regulation during the day or nervous system regulation or resiliency, whichever way we want to name that. What I mean by that is actually doing things during the day that allows us to create the calm, safe space that we need in order for our nervous system to be able to come in and out of activation, deactivation like it needs. I think one of the and I'm guilty of this too. One of the saying that we hear a lot out there is we want to regulate our nervous system. I've actually had a mindset shift on that myself lately where I want to say that we have to build resiliency in our nervous system. Because the truth of the matter is, I want to be able to react. I want my nervous system to be able to react when there's a real clear danger in front of me. I don't want to pretend that it's not happening. However, what I want to build the resiliency about is to be able to deactivate once I've had that activation. And so an example of that would be, if you had a really busy, stressful day with like an inbox full of emails, are you able to transition into your evening by reducing the stress of that day? Whether it be tapping, whether it be going for a walk in nature, whether it be talking with a friend or with a partner or a spouse, some way to process the energy, this sympathetic activation that happens in our nervous system from being go, go, go all day. That's the first tip I would say is building resiliency in your nervous system throughout the day so that at night, when it comes time to go to sleep, it's easier to fall asleep. The second tip I would give you is to have a nighttime ritual. I don't like the word ritual, but a nighttime routine slash ritual where you create wind down time. Um, I do this automatically now. It's not even something I think about. And my wind down time is not really about putting my laptop away or not doing this or not doing that. It's a mindset shift. Again, it's behaviors, but it's the mindset and the emotional well-being that comes along with the behavior I'm doing. So it's about picking behaviors that are actually calming to our nervous system. So I'll give you an example of something that helps me calm down at night that might actually activate another person. This is where in the Better Sleep community, we really start differentiating between resources that are helpful to you, supportive to your nervous system, as opposed to unsupportive. One of the things that I love to do is go watch TV with my husband in the evening, one show only. I'm not a big TV watcher, but this is something we do together. We'll like Right now, we just started watching the series called The Resident. I don't even know where he found it. I don't even know how to turn the TV on in our home because I only ever watch TV with him. So I don't get sucked into like 4, 5, 6 hours of TV, which is unsupportive to my nervous system. I go and we watch one show, and I'm usually knitting or crocheting something while we watch this show. That's our alone time, quiet time, me and him together, soothing to my nervous system. I'm getting social engagement, connection part of my nervous system activated, which then allows me to, when I'm ready to go to bed, I've already deactivated for my day. That is my resource for deactivation. So when I say for you to get an evening routine or evening ritual going, I'm really wanting you to focus on, okay, is doing 3 loads of laundry, the dishes, uh, whatever else, is that helping me wind down or is that activating me more? Is sitting down and watching TV helping me wind down or is it deactivating me? And then in the better sleep community, we actually get deeper into, is it helping you wind down in the social engagement state of your nervous system, meaning that good connection energy? Or are you using TV to shut down, numb out, and not face the stress that you're feeling, which they're both okay. However, the second part where you're shutting down, numbing those feelings, you haven't processed the stress of the day. You're using a coping mechanism as opposed to a resource. So I want you to look at that. And the last one is actually the third tip that I would say to be able to create this lasting change in your sleep is the power of consistency. When we are consistent, we then teach our biology that at a certain time of day, this hormone needs to go. At a certain time of day, I'm hungry. At this certain time of day, this process in my body happens. And when we can be more consistent like that, I think for our sleep, for me, what I take away from that, the biggest part is if I'm consistent with my wake up time. And I know a lot of people say go outside, get some sun right away. And that is totally a good habit to get into. I don't. I don't get out first thing in the morning for sun. However, I get up at between 5, 5:30, 6 at the latest. This morning, when I woke up, the first thing I did was do a few stretches, grab a coffee. I did a few rounds of tapping, listing what I'm grateful for, excited for the day I had yesterday. I had such a great day yesterday, brought all those good feelings back in, and I actually got out of bed. I didn't do all this in bed. Sometimes I do, but not usually past 6 o'clock because I want my biology to know that, okay, we're awake now. I want my biology to know we're in our wakeful system right now. And I want to build the adenosine. I want to build a sleep drive. I want to build all these things in my body so that tonight at 9 o'clock, when it's time for me to go to bed, my melatonin is going to drop automatically. I don't have to take a pill to have melatonin in my body because my biology is actually going to create that for me. So, those are my 3 tips on how we can create lasting change. Not easy. I totally get it, not easy, especially if we have a lot of resistance, especially if we have a nervous system that has no resiliency in it in the moment. Doing those things don't always work because the first step is how to build this foundation, how to build the resiliency. How do I get this regulation in my nervous system? What are the tools, the techniques that I can use? And this is where I'm going to be doing 4 free coaching calls. So the next cohort of the Better Sleep community will start on January 5th. Knowing that, I wanted to give you a little heads up that I'm going to do these free coaching calls so you can come in and ask me your questions. There most likely will be some current members of the Better Sleep community joining as well, so that you can ask them questions, see what it's like for them. And I want to talk about the foundations in those coaching calls. Like, how do I start creating better sleep for myself? What are the small steps that I can take? So the dates are December 11th, December 18th. I have one scheduled for December 30th and then January 2nd. You can come to one, you can come to all. So when you go on the website, I'll link that in the description where you can go in and sign up. You can sign up for all 4. You can sign up for one. You will get reminders that they're coming up so you don't miss them. And I can't wait to actually help you on your journey to better sleep. That's it for this video. If you do have any questions for me, just please reach out, support at Sleep Success Academy. sleep is within your reach, but you do have to do something about it. You do have to change your emotional well-being, your mindset, and your behavior to have this consistent sleep happening night after night. That's it for today. I wish you a good day and good night's sleep tonight.